Good morning or evening or whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel depending on which one. As you can tell, I like playing Dead by Daylight. It's a fun game. Could be a lot better. It can be very frustrating. A lot of times it is. However, I enjoy it. It's fun. Balance could do a lot of work. They recently put Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's onto the PTB, or William Afton, or whatever you want to call him, or the animatronic. That's what they're calling him in the game. So I have mixed feelings on this chapter. I'm not gonna comment on glitches. It's the PTB. It's like the second day, about to be third here soon. It's like 2 hours from now. It's gonna be midnight. Regardless, mixed feelings. Nothing to do with glitches. Though there is a few funny glitches here and there that I've run into. Now, I want to start with the good points of the chapter. Springtrap himself, the animatronic, he looks visually great. He's depicted well. They chose Springtrap and not Scraptrap. Thank God. No one wants to see Scraptrap. It is I don't know how Scott modeled Springtrap and then made Scraptrap and thought, oh yeah, it's all coming together. I don't like Scraptrap at all. Springtrap, great design, made even better in the game itself. He's got he's got alright voice lines. I quite like them. They get ridiculously funny at some point though, just listening to some of them. Personal favorite, no pizza for you when he worries you. It's silly. It's what I've come to expect with the franchise though. It's funny, I guess, but I don't know. The voice lines are, there's something else sometimes, but generally they're alright, they're good, occasionally. Now to his power. Not gonna talk yet about if it makes sense for him. The power design, however, I think the power design is alright, it's good. He's got a range, attack with his axe. He can pull out his axe and he can throw it, and has a pretty hefty weight. It's not the same as Huntress. He can only throw it once, and he can recall it, but it also has like effects if you miss, so you can like throw it down on the ground intentionally and detect survivors. It's a power. The axe part is alright. It's fine. It's balanced. There's the camera part. This is the good part of the power that I really like. You can detect him through cameras. Very on brand for FNAF. And you can, as Springtrap, teleport from one door to another at these little camera stations, because you can use these doors as cameras and as teleport doors. Something they did to offset him having both range and to teleport in his power is that survivors can also teleport to them. That's phenomenal. He's definitely not overtuned. His power can kind of backfire by giving his survivor friends or enemies or prey, whatever you want to call them, victims. He can give them mobility through his power, but he can also backfire that back on them by making it so he can go through one and pick one up if they go to the same destination or the same entry point that the survivor took. It's interesting for sure. I think that part is really well designed. It's wonky, but the idea of it is really well designed. For the survivors, it's actually really good except like one animation, but that's fine. For Springtrap himself, and you go in, it's kind of weird. You go into this checkered plane. It could be improved, like the visual stance. The general idea is great though. His add-ons as well. His add-ons are amazing, as in, they're not like just general stat increases. They actually change the power up. They actually make the power a little different. They're not Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head had shitty perks that just kind of don't really help you or do anything to like change his power dramatically like Springtrap. One of his things allows him to throw his axe through a door to another door, which is great. That's fun design. It might be very situational, but it's a very fun design. You can increase like the detection range of his axe, but also reduce the duration of it, which is also interesting. There's many interesting things about his power that is not just stat increases with his add-ons. The thing that is very mixed for me is the axe part of his power. It is well designed, the axe. I just think it doesn't make sense for this killer in specific. If it was an original killer, would be just perfectly fine. But it's Springtrap, and it's kind of strange. It's a good power, but like the callback, it's not even to any like original source material. It's a callback to fan content, which is strange. It's a callback to a music video from The Living Tombstone. Springtrap never uses this axe in the game, and we don't really see him murder with the axe. We never see him have a phantasmical connection with an axe. It's strange. Don't know why they chose the axe. And there are many other design spaces they could have gone with. They could have had a power outage to his power. Because, like, the games have always had something about a power outage. Or, well, not in Springtrap in specific, but just the games in general. But there's also the hallucinations with the phantom animatronics, or with the area he is in when he's in a burning building, the place where I think he got taken by the entity. That could have played into his power at all. We could have had many things play into his power. Don't know why we chose fan content. That is strange to me. I don't mind fan content being referenced, but when it's your main power, that's when it kind of gets weird for me. I don't know. It's still well designed. He is still a fun killer to play as and against, which is kind of rare, I feel. I'm glad they did not go a Kaneki route. I was afraid they were going to go a Kaneki route and overtune the killer way high. I thought they were going to make him just like above Blight. Thankfully, Kaneki has been tuned down a little bit, so he's not the strongest killer, but we're not talking about Kaneki. His Mori is a nice idea to go on beyond his axe power, because there's not much to talk about after that. It's just a strange decision. But back to his Mori. His Mori's a nice idea. I like that he has his little side projects, for lack of a better term, as a part of his Mori. I don't like how the Shreddy Frage tear, or whatever you want to call it, I don't like how it just comes out of nowhere. The axe also comes out of nowhere, kind of, but it's kind of skirted past, like, oh, he, like, is connected phantasmically with it, or whatever, something. But the Shreddy Fast Chair just, or, that's not even, the Shreddy Matronic, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what to call it. It just appears in his Mori. It's like watching Chucky from third person, and it doesn't look right to me. But that's me. Other people are enjoying the Mori. I guess it's fine. I'm glad it's not PG-13 type of. It's a little not gory. It could have stood to be a little bit more gory, but it's not. It's not like. It's PG, so it's whatever, I guess. I'm not a big fan of the Mori. I like the idea, but I don't like the execution. The teleport I also mentioned also had a wonky execution with, like, being in the checkered plane, but that's generally my thoughts. Oh, something else I forgot to mention, I also like the map. But I would love to see more of the inside of a map instead of going back outside of a map. They kind of did it with the Nostromo. I would have loved to see the entire map stand to be indoors. I don't care for the Nostromo's outer part of the map. Nostromo inside, amazing, great, looks visually great. The outside of the Nostromo, it kind of looks plain, and I would just love more inside maps. Just like here, I would have loved to see more of the indoors of Freddy's rather than just the outside of it. It's fine, but I kind of wish we aren't straying from never going in indoor maps again. I understand people don't like indoor maps. I understand that people, or it's harder to balance indoor map. It's like they could have made it work. I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Regardless, I still like the map. It's still a visually nice map, especially the indoors section of it. But what's the general thoughts here? I want to hear what type of things you are expecting from this chapter. I hope you have a good day. Don't die, that's bad. And let me know.